AAP Minister Atishi has made a claim that she was approached by people who wanted her to join Bharatiya Janata Party. The allegation is they offered her a sort of an amnesty, a deal, join them or face arrest by the Enforcement Directorate. She alleged that BJP threatened her with jail time if she doesn't cross over. She said that the threat includes action against Delhi Minister Saurabh Bharadwaj, AAP MP Raghav Chadda and party MLA Durgesh Pathak. BJP leaders dismissed Atishi's allegations as baseless. So let's decode why Atishi made such a big claim without forwarding any substantive proof. I'll be joined by Abhinandita Dayal Mathur, spokesperson AAP. In studio, I am joined by Brijesh Pandey. But before that, let's listen into Atishi first.
मुझे ये कहा गया कि या तो मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी ज्वाइन कर लूं, अपना पॉलिटिकल करियर बचा लूं, अपना पॉलिटिकल करियर बढ़ा लूं, और अगर भारतीय जनता पार्टी नहीं ज्वाइन करी तो आने वाले 1 महीने में ईडी द्वारा मुझे गिरफ्तार कर लिया जाएगा। ये एक मेरे बहुत करीबी व्यक्ति के माध्यम से मुझे बताया गया। उन्होंने कहा कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने अपना मन बना लिया है कि आम आदमी पार्टी को और उसके सभी नेताओं को अब वो कुचलना चाहते हैं, खत्म करना चाहते हैं।
Today, the changing, transforming face of Arvind Kejriwal's politics is out in the open, especially from Ram Leela. That from Swaraj to Sharab, from Jhadu to Daru, from Anna Hazare's leadership to Lalu's leadership, from demanding resignation of Lalu, Mulayam, Sonia, Rahul, Akhilesh, to joining hands with them and saying, don't take my resignation. From Bhashtachar Hatao to Bhashtachar Bachao, there's a huge transformation. And today he says, I will run the Sarkar from jail. If Sarkar can be run from jail, even though he used to demand resignation on just accusations, then why did he take resignation of Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain? It is clear now that they want to find a scapegoat to save Mr. Kejriwal. And so he started by saying in court that ministers come to my house, they decide, how do I know? Then Kailash Gehlot ji was called, he has said Atishi will know. N.D. Gupta also tried to lay the blame on somebody else. Then when Atishi was asked, she put the blame on Saurabh Bharadwaj. And today we are learning that Mr. Kejriwal has now thrown Atishi and Saurabh under the bus as per the media reports. This is old tactic and ploy of Mr. Kejriwal to save his own skin. He can go to any extent when he has cheated Anna Hazare and other senior leaders of AAP. What are Atishi and Saurabh? It is a sympathy has to be conveyed to them. But today the main question is that how can Mr. Kejriwal run his Sarkar from jail? And what kind of morality does he have when he used to himself demand resignation on accusation?
माननीय मंत्री आतिशी जी के बयान से उनकी बौखलाहट और उनकी झुंझलाहट परिलक्षित होती हैं। दरअसल कल माननीय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने जांच का रुख आतिशी जी और माननीय मंत्री सौरभ भारद्वाज जी की तरफ कर दिया है। तो अगर जांच की आंच उनके यहाँ जाती है या पहुंचती है तो इसके लिए पूरी तरह जिम्मेदार हैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी। आतिशी जी मन घड़ंत आरोप लगा रही हैं। मैं उनको चैलेंज करती हूं कि नाम उजागर करिए। भारतीय जनता पार्टी को माननीय मंत्री आतिशी जी की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं है।
आपके नेताओं को लग गई है हथकड़ियां और जिस महत्वपूर्ण सवालों को जनता उठा रही है, बहुत संक्षिप्त में पहले मैं जो भ्रष्टाचारी पापी आप है उनके नेताओं से कुछ सवाल पूछूंगा और उसके बाद जो भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ एक ईमानदार प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने एक लड़ाई छेड़ी है कि ये 2 विचारधाराओं की लड़ाई है।
Let me straight away go to Abhinandita Dayal Mathur, spokesperson, Aam Aadmi Party. Thank you very much for joining me. Big claim made by Atishi, but no substantive proof, madam.
But I don't, sometimes the truth does not need proof. The proof is that so many leaders, in fact, more than 700 elected members from across the country, whether MLAs or MPs included, have joined the BJP. There are hundreds of cases like this. What I'm trying to say is that today BJP, with all the money that it collects, is in the business of buying and selling MLAs. That is what mainly the BJP does. Even if they win or not win the elections, they will hijack people from other parties, and of course, to do that, they threaten them with arrests, with ED cases, like we saw imagine with the politician like Praful Patel, who had several CBI cases, and he's got he's been freed with one very strong case against him after joining the BJP. There are any number of cases like this. Look at Sharat Reddy in the excise scam, so to speak. Where only when he gave a testimony against Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, pays 55-60 crore to the BJP through electoral bonds, and his cousins joined the BJP, and whitewash. ED does not oppose his bail. So there are plenty of cases like this, and believe you me, that only because Mr. Manish Sisodia, Mr. Sanjay Singh, Mr. Satinder Jain are not giving statements against
People believe
Mr.
that.
Arvind Kejriwal.
Fair enough.
It's a fact.
But fair enough, fair enough. How would people believe if this is an individual claim? How would people believe that someone said either you join BJP or you go behind bars? I mean, so there has to be.
It's the BJP's track record.
It's an audio
Look, as far
conversation. Name of the person. I mean, who said it?
It is BJP's track record. Really, if you ask even a bacha on the streets of Delhi that ye hua hai, the perception now is so strong against the BJP. This is BJP's reputation. We have nothing to prove. The
Madam,
narrative
I really don't have a bacha in my street, but I do have my input editor, Brijesh Pandey. I will ask him. Brijesh, do you think is it a rhetoric, or is it a plain Jane simple fact, or you think that it's being deployed to avert a further crisis?
Well, I think it's a classic shoot and scoot politics which is being practiced by Atishi. Because the fact of the matter is that had there been a number, had they, I'm not getting into the perception war and all, because perception war is to be by political parties to fight and win and see who wins that. But if there had been actually a number, she can at least make the number public that she received the call from this particular number. What stops her? And the fact of the matter is that if Aam Aadmi Party is able to record such a conversation, then hell hath no fury like an Aam Aadmi Party leaders can't. And I think they would have gone to town about this number, and would ask investigative agencies to probe that number and all. But by merely saying that that you received a call in which all these threats were made and you're not making the number public, I think it doesn't do justice to the gravity of the accusation which is being alleged.
Abhinandita, you see, yes, the shoot and scoot politics does work. But after a point of time, if you repeat it, then don't you think that it's going to erode the belief value which a political party or person comes with when he comes on public stage? एक बार, दो बार, तीसरी बार तो वैसे होगा ना, भेड़िया आया, भेड़िया आया, भेड़िया आया.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I'll have to repeat myself a bit. What I'm saying is that it is not hard for anyone to believe. Before we have to say anything or prove anything, you see, within the next 2 days, BJP will be horse trading and taking people from other parties. It is a routine thing now. I'm seeing 700 elected members who won from a different party have been taken into BJP. It is not, it is not an imaginary allegation. See, what I mean is that, and the reason why there are non-stop assaults on the Aam Aadmi Party is because we are not breaking. I had met Mr. Manish Sisodia a month ago, and he said that इनकी परेशानी यही है कि किसी की लड़ाई नहीं हो रही है आपस में. Why is Arvind not fighting with Manish not fighting with Sanjay is not fighting with Atishi, and that is their problem. So obviously the BJP's age-old tactic is to break an organization, to break the party. They have done a Shiv Sena mein tod phod. They've done NCP ke parivar mein tod phod. They're known for that. So if So we are not worried about our reputation in this case because we are making an allegation on somebody who's well known for this
Okay.
and continues to do it as we speak.
Okay.
So I don't
Okay.
think that we have to worry about that. In this case, शेर आया okay. भेड़िया आया किसी का पार्टी में से कोई लेके चला गया. That is what the BJP.
अब वो भेड़िया कब आएगा पता नहीं. अभी आतिशी जी तो कह रही कि भेड़िया आ गया, भेड़िया आ गया. मुझे पता नहीं भेड़िया कौन है, कहाँ से आया, which part. Thank you so much Abhinandita, for joining me for this short but a lovely chat. The fact is that Atishi is making this claim right in middle of the Lok Sabha elections, and the sort of todpor politics which is happening, the truth lies somewhere in between, and I would say that the truth lies somewhere in between. It's a matter of grey. Yes, parties have been easily broken by Bharatiya Janata Party, but for someone to make an allegation, you need to put out the proof. That comes in public domain, because after a point of time, then people will stop believing you. That's the fact of the matter. And I would again say, भेड़िया आया, भेड़िया आया, भेड़िया आया हो जाएगा, लेकिन अगर है तो नाम तो बताना चाहिए.